Coping through collecting. Have you ever felt the need to just own a bunch of the same type of item? While not necessarily practical, some find their true happiness through doing so. Collecting is a personal thing many of us partake in one way or another. Accumulating items for our own personal satisfaction. It can be a once-in-a-while thing, like getting a shot glass or a magnet from each new city you go to visit, or even an addictive hobby where you are constantly on the hunt for the latest variation of a toy or the newest issue of a comic book. Since I was a child, I've had a multitude of collections. To this day, I have at least 5 collections that I'm constantly looking to add on to. I find solace in these items and use them as a coping mechanism in a sense, allowing me purpose to always be on the lookout for the next best thing that I'm proud to call my own. The personal satisfaction I find is something I believe everyone should find for themselves, which is why I'm here to talk to you today about why I believe everyone should have a collection of their own. I'm going to be speaking about the personal benefits collecting offers us, from the inspiration to learn, to the organizational skills we develop, and the drive our collections provide us for a lifetime by leading us towards professions that involve our interests. Without further ado, I'd like to elaborate about the gainable knowledge collecting provides us. No matter what it is you decide to collect, there's always something to be learned about your items and countless knowledge to be gained. Doing research on your collection, from discovering the history behind it to finding all the different items that may encompass it and inspire you to desire more, keeps your brain active. Being able to do this at your own pace keeps your cognitive and imaginative skills growing, and the knowledge you gain can be further used throughout life in the real world. Something as simple as socializing allows you to freely speak about your interests. Your personal knowledge gained makes for an easy discussion and opens yourself up to a larger world and community around you. All from learning at your own pace. While we absorb this knowledge, our brains continue to not only learn, but develop necessary organizational skills. Much of the time, collecting is a physical thing. We obtain objects, and with that, find a need for order. Some may see growing collections and view it as hoarding in a sense. A key thing collectors pride themselves on a lot of the time is how they organize their collections. Rather than obtaining just to have a stockpile of junk that you cannot see or appreciate, the need for organization is important no matter what it is you are keeping. Specifically in younger children, collecting offers early developmental skills to effectively categorize and sort. Decker describes how these skills can further translate into the ability to take tests and complete research for projects. International publisher Scholastic also recommends finding an interest in collecting as one of the key ways to develop early organizational skills. These contributing factors collecting provides us personally grow into lifelong utilized skills. With that being said, I'd like to finally explain the impact collecting can have on our future professions and desires throughout life. We tend to aim our careers as adults based on the things that interest us throughout our lives, including whatever it is we may spend our time and focus on collecting. People who collect tend to want to continue working with these objects they're so fascinated by. A great example is Charles Darwin. A collection of beetles as a student turned into a world-famous career as a biologist and scientist behind the theory of evolution. While it may not be a direct contribution, an interest in a collection of some sort can turn any of us into the next great expert or contributor in our fields. It is often said that being happy at your job is the most important part of a job. Being able to do something for a living that we've already enjoyed throughout our lives only adds to our personal lifelong happiness. And who doesn't want that for themselves? From a personal standpoint, I can honestly say that collecting over the years has inspired me to strive for more things in life that make me happy. These benefits we've discussed, expanding our personal knowledge, developing structured organizational skills, and being able to take our collected inspiration and apply it to our careers, are all aspects of ourselves that will push us further along in life. I urge you to not take collecting for granted and realize that it is much more than just having a bunch of stuff. Our childhood interests tend to mold our lives, and having a healthy collection through that time will only add value to yourself. If you do not collect anything, in the words of Aziz Ansari on Parks and Rec, treat yourself. Find that item of interest, appreciate it, and build from it. Thank you.